everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a holiday makeup bag in retrospect. I saw Lauren May Beauty doing it after her trip to Italy, and I did not go away for as many weeks as she did, and I did not pack so much as she did, but I thought it was actually super interesting to see what people bring with them on holiday and what they actually use. And instead of doing two videos, which was not the case, it's a small makeup bag for this trip that I did, I thought I would wrap it all up into one. Now, I was gone from Thursday night to Tuesday morning, and I went just back to Italy to my parents' house to lay at the beach, chill and enjoy. I knew we were gonna go out shopping and go out for dinner to a bit of a nicer places. So I decided to bring some makeup and of course some skincare. Also, I was traveling there with only hand luggage, whereas I knew I was coming back with a check-in luggage. The reason is very simple. I went to buy ham. For our wedding, we got a deli slicer, I think it's called in English, and here it's very expensive to find meat. Proper nice hams and prosciutto especially is what I mean. So I had brought with me a bag for that, but that's digressing. But just to let you know, I was with hand luggage, so nothing here was bigger than 100 mils, and I'm gonna just carry you through my skincare and makeup I brought. Let's start with skincare immediately. I brought the Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover to remove my makeup, and didn't really use much of it because it's not that good. So my mascara that I use is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and it's hard to remove, notoriously so, but this one didn't really do a great job. I ended up switching to actually something I left there last time I was there. There is a Body Shop chamomile butter makeup remover that I had left, and I switched to that after a few times of using this and not working. So I am going to throw this away, declutter it if you want to say it like that. Then I brought face sunscreen with me. I knew my mom would have body sunscreen, and those bottles are too big to carry, and I didn't want to just buy a small one for that trip of a few days. So I had, however, bought at the beginning of the summer this Vichy Ideal Soleil SPF 30 UVA and UVB protection anti-blemishes. So I think this contains some sort of a little bit of tea tree oil, maybe salicylic acid. It's a mattifying cream. So I thought I'd bring this one to the beach because yeah, I have it and it's good and it's sunscreen, and I should have sunscreen with me. However, unfortunately, this was just not good. It's very thick, so you can actually feel it. I would definitely use it at the beach. It was easy to reapply, it didn't leave white cast or anything, but on an everyday basis under makeup, I thought that this was a little bit too thick for my liking. So yeah, now it's open. In principle, you shouldn't be using sunscreen for more than 12 months, as also says the little sign here in the back. We will see if I'm gonna use it next year again, or skiing, things like that, I think. Not on an everyday basis, unfortunately. Then I also have the SPF 50 stick, and this I really like. I didn't use a ton of it, but that's because you can't really use much. But what I was doing was putting SPF 30 all over my face, and then under my eyes and on my nose, where usually I get burnt more, I would put this, as well as in between my boobs, on my around my bikini. I liked it. It was a nice formula, and yeah, it worked well. I liked this one. Then I brought a little sample size that I got before leaving of the Origins Ginseng SPF 40 Tinted Moisturizer. I wanted something that I could wear on a daily basis when I was not at the beach in Italy, and I'm not a big fan of wearing foundation every day, especially in summer. It's too heavy, but I've talked about it all the summer anyways. I really liked this. I used a lot of it, and then I went into Sephora and bought the full size. I really like this. It's quite glowy. It has SPF 40, which is really good, and the tinted moisturizer part of it has a very light coverage, but it does uniform your skin. It's not too light, but I had my mom try it on her hand and it looked a bit too light for her, and she is quite a bit darker than me because she goes to the beach all the time. Anyways, so just keep an eye out. If you are more tan than me, this could give you a little bit of a cast, but I loved it, and this came with me as well. I have in front of me, that is not skincare, but this is the Living Proof TBD Multitasking Styler, and I like this to scrunch my curls when they're wet. I have filmed a wavy hair for summer type of routine for you, and I will link it up in the cards. And it doesn't feature this because I use other products here at home, but since I was away, this is a small size and I liked this. For that, I use it only once. I could have gone without because I couldn't be bothered, because usually I was super in a rush. So yeah, I like it, but I only used it once. More skincare, which is even more exciting, is I went away with a bunch of samples and I finished a bunch of samples. It was awesome. So I had purchased from Paula's Choice quite a few products of their balancing line, as well as a full routine in sample size. So that's what I brought with me. I have the cleanser. Let me find them. Yeah, so I have the oil reducing cleanser for normal oily combination skin. This I use every morning and night to wash my face at night after removing my makeup. Then I had the skin balancing pore reducing toner. Nothing particularly amazing about it. I have the full size of it, but I still haven't tried it because I have other toners in the line. Then I had the Skin Balancing Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. I like this serum, but it was a little bit silicone-y in feel, and I guess that's because of the vitamin C stabilization. I did not dislike it, but it also contains retinol palmitate. Huh. Look at that. I used it in the evening anyways. It was a very small size. This is only 1 ml, whereas these are 3. So I didn't really use it every night. It was out after the first 2 nights, I think. And finally, I used the Skin Balancing Invisible Finish Moisture Gel. And this is the one they recommend for nighttime use because it doesn't have an SPF. And it is indeed a very jelly type transparent gel. It absorbs really quickly. I did miss my oil, to be honest. I used at night an oil for my skin, and I did miss it a little bit. I had another sample of the moisture gel, another sample of the cleanser with me, and a sample of my favorite day cream, the Skin Balancing Ultra Sheer Daily Defense SPF 30. But I didn't use it because I was using the Origins one when I had to go out for shopping or whatever, errands. And then when I didn't and I went to the beach, I used the Vichy one and or the Super Goop SPF 50 Everyday Sunscreen. And I didn't like this one very much. Again, quite a thick product, good for SPF 50, but I would not use it on an everyday basis here at home. It was okay. Nothing special. I also brought Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner with me in case my skin felt really dry and needing some hydration, but I didn't open it, so those go back into my sample drawer. But I'm very happy to have gone through a bit of my samples. Then let's get into the makeup. This is the bag I brought with me. It contains my makeup and my brushes, and oh, I had forgotten one thing. And yeah, almost everything I need. It also had a makeup sponge in it at some point, but I can't see it. I'm having now the little panic that I left my makeup sponge in Italy. Anyways, for base products, I knew I was gonna go out for dinner, as I mentioned, so I brought with me the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. This is number 3. It's the only thing that suits me when I'm tan. It's what I have on right now. And I got married in this foundation. This is my favorite foundation. Love it. Then I brought with me the Colourpop concealer because I'm finishing it for my Project Pan and because it works. Nothing wrong with it, and I was gonna only use it for 1 or 2 nights anyways. So those 2 were in. Then I brought, oh, I found my makeup sponge. My makeup sponge. Then I brought for bronzer, I decided to go with the Nabla Monoi bronzer, and I have one of these compacts that I bought once, and these are quite nice. It was actually the highlighter Angel in here, so this is not the normal compact the bronzers come in, but these are easily removable. So since I only wanted to bring one of these products, I put it in this compact. Love it. Monoi was a good bronzer, used it every time I wore makeup. For highlights, I brought this Pixi by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise, and I used this the first few days. It's very pretty, I really like it. But then I bought a new highlight and I used that compulsively. You will see that in August's haul because I have it in my box there, together with my Sephora purchases and some Kiko purchases that I did in Italy. Anyways, that was the highlight that I brought with me. Then for blush, where is my blush? I seem to have misplaced my blush as well. I don't know, I'll have to text my mom if it's there. Anyways, I'll just grab another one for physical purposes, but I brought only one blush, which you should be super proud of me because I wanted to bring a whole palette. I brought one of these Super Shock blushes from Colourpop in the shade Drop of a Hat, and that is a coral with a golden sheen. Beautiful, beautiful shade for summer and absolutely versatile with any look. So I had one of these in there. For eyeshadow, the one who shall not be named, I brought the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette, and I bought this, I already said so in multiple videos, but I bought this before the whole anti-vax scandal, and I bought it because the colors speak to me so much. So since I had done a little bit of a strategic packing when it comes to clothes, so I had all my clothes were in earthy warm tones so that I could wear easily one blush, a few lipsticks with the same color theme, as well as the same pair of shoes, and so that I wouldn't have to worry about bringing too much stuff with me. And I used this whole first row quite a bit every time I did my makeup, especially these warm tones. So looks similar to this. I had shirts similar to this. It all worked very well. And as much as I don't like supporting Kat Von D anymore because of that anti-vax thing, this palette is extremely valid. I use it a lot. I would never have thought so, but I really like it. I'm not gonna review it or anything because I think you also cannot get it anymore, but this is what I use, so this is what you're gonna see. Then, what else do we have here? Face powder. I brought a mini of the Neve Cosmetics Hollywood powder. This is an amazing, amazing powder. I used it all through last summer, and I have this mini. I think I got it as a gift, or I picked it up before I bought the big one. I think that might be the case. But it comes in really, really handy, and I'm never gonna get through it anyways with the amount you need of this powder. It's so small. And the mini was very handy to go on holiday with. For my brows, I only brought my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso. Used it every day that I was not at the beach. With or without eye makeup, I always had brows on. And my Essence Make Me Brow Gel, the never-ending brow gel. I've been trying to pan this for now 7-8 months. I can't do this anymore. Anyways, for eyeliner, I don't do flicks. You know that. It's been quite a few years since I've done winged eyeliner. It just doesn't suit my eye shape. But I brought my Kiko Free Soul eyeliner in brown. Works with everything. Great gel liner. It sets and it lasts a very long time. Great product. Then I brought my mascara with me. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Intense Black. And what I didn't do, which I really, really regret, is to bring my primer, my Maybelline Lash Sensational primer. I missed it so much. I realized how much effect a primer does on my lashes. I get them much longer and they are much more voluminous if I wear them together rather than only the mascara. And the mascara has been one of my favorites for years now, or pretty much the only one I used for years. So I was very sad to have forgotten this. So that is in retrospect something I would have put in for next time. When it comes to lips, I brought myself a few options. One of them is a nude combo, and this is the Colourpop X Iluvsarahii lip liner in the shade Curvii. And this is quite a nude liner. I wore this with the Colourpop glossy lip in Champagne Mamy on top. This is a little bit more peachy. It kind of compensated this nude, which is slightly gray on me. And it was a nice nude lip combo. And then I also brought the NYX Lip Liner in Pumpkin. This is a shimmery bright orange, and to wear with that I brought the Neve Cosmetics Vernissage in Oriental Poppies, also a really good duo. And for a long-lasting lip, which I knew I wanted for the dinner, I brought the Colourpop Lippie Stix in Ziggie. This is my favorite color ever. It's a perfectly beautiful shade of brown. No, it's a warm tone. It's actually not that far off from this that I'm wearing now, but a little bit darker. I am now wearing Neve Cosmetics Syrup Waffle, I believe. And I think that was all that was in my makeup bag. Then I have brushes, and this was also quite the choice to make, but I managed to narrow it down. I did not bring any foundation brush because I thought I brought with my sponge it would do everything. I brought this Morphe, ooh, there's still powder in it. This Morphe brush for powder, this Morphe brush here for bronzer, this Zoeva brush for blush, and a Morphe rose gold brush for highlight. These two were new. You have seen them in my July haul probably. Otherwise I'll link it up here and you can go see it if you care. And a bunch of my favorite eye brushes. I left them in here for the last few days just to be able to do this video, but I missed them actually in my collection. So I'll put them back there. And that was all that I brought with me to Italy for 5 days. And it worked out very well. I didn't wear much makeup. Let's say I wore makeup. Actually, I wore makeup 4 out of the 5 days. We only went 1 full day to the beach with the motorbike, so there I didn't wear anything. No mascara, nothing, just SPF, SPF, SPF. But it was a beautiful sunny day and we had such a great time. We used to travel by motorbike as a family a lot, so when my dad suggested that Sunday we spent the day driving motorbikes and sitting at the beach in Croatia, you can imagine that was a dream come true. And then even better, on the way back, we stopped to have pasta with truffle. Ah, that was amazing. That was amazing. I'm so happy. I had a great time on my holidays. I ate amazing food. I brought back some 15 kilos of ham, I think. I think we're set for a little bit. All in like big chunks of 2 kilos or so, so that they will last us longer. They're all vacuum packed and we can just cut with our slicer. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably seen these platters come up. But yeah, that was my holiday. I am looking forward now to my next trip to Italy. Is gonna be to Milan in October. I'm gonna go visit my blogger friends, Julia from Glitters for Breakfast and Stefania from Nude Powder. Can you imagine? I never met them and they're like my soulmates from makeup point of view. It's incredible. But yeah, so I'm going to Milan in October and I can't wait for that. But for now, time to go clean up this mess, and I will see you in the next video. Is gonna be on this makeup look and on some ranting about customer service. I just filmed it. I ranted for like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel not to miss the next videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!